I'm here with the lethal F150. Oh yeah, and it's pretty rad. It's ran really good at the track last time, if you saw. Yo, what's up Team Lethal fans? Mustang King in the house. We're next door again at WBA Performance with our 2021 F150 Gen 5 3.0 liter supercharger kit from Whipple Superchargers. If you followed me last time out at the track, I went 1187 at 104 miles an hour. Factory wheels and tires, factory exhaust. The only mods were the supercharger kit and a VAS-Fab lowering kit with some coilovers from Viking Performance. So we're back. It's time to do some more mods because there's a couple guys out there going a little quicker than us, especially Matt Meredith. Well done on your 10. However, we're in a 4-door, you're in a 2-door, so we're going to try and keep that 4-door record by adding some mods. Right here, we've got a whole bunch of stuff to be adding on here. We've got the new Weld Ventura 6s, wrapped in some Mickey Thompson 305, 45, 17 ET Street Rs. We've got a set of 1 7/8 inch long tube headers from Stainlessworks with their Y-pipe. Comes with everything you need for installation, including the clamps. We've also got the O2 extensions. We've got the 3.5 inch Whipple Supercharger pulley. It's going to give us some more boost. And lastly, we reached out to our friends over at Circle D Specialties for a stall converter, because while we had the exhaust down, might as well throw that converter in so we can launch the truck harder and go quicker. So we're going to get started on the install, show you how it's done. It's early. We're over here at WBA Performance getting ready to install the Stainlessworks long tube headers as well as the Circle D Specialties converter. The first step, very important, under the steering column, there's a ribbon that needs to be pulled that allows the transmission to be in neutral. There's also this little bolt right here on the side of the transmission that needs to go in to also keep the transmission into neutral. Why do we do those two things? That is going to allow us to pull the shifter cable from the transmission. All right, so then you got to remove the drive shafts. We pulled 2 shafts out of the vehicle right there. Look at the size of that one. Reminds me of a Scud missile from the Saddam Hussein era. He'd be very happy about that. So we're going to take it to the next step and show you how it goes. Boom! The factory transmission, factory manifolds are off the vehicle. Now, you do not have to remove the transmission to install long tube headers on the F150. However, since we're installing that Circle D 10R80 converter in it, that's the reason why we took the transmission down. As you can see right here, we've got the passenger side header installed. Now, when we're doing the headers, there's a couple steps you got to do by removing the factory starter, the factory AC compressor, and the oil dipstick on the driver's side to be able to remove those factory manifolds and install the long tubes. So we've got this one up here. We installed it with the factory hardware wherever possible, factory studs and bolts, and also using the factory exhaust manifold gaskets because they seal the best. So we're going to get going on the driver's side header here, install that, reinstall the starter, AC compressor, and oil dipstick, and then we're going to get rolling on assembling the transmission with the converter and put it back in the truck. Those are my animal calls, guys. Well, we're back, and we've got both passenger and driver side header installed on the truck. The oil dipstick is installed, as well as the AC compressor. We've also got the 10R80 converter from Circle D Specialties installed on the transmission. So what we're going to do is put the transmission back up in the truck. We're going to button everything up and then install this Y-pipe. But why? But why? Because the F-150 uses a Y-pipe. Wrap it all up, put it down, fire it up, and go for a ride. I think we're ready. I think we're almost ready for the drag strip. We've got the transmission back in the truck, 10R80 along with the Circle D converter. We've also got the Stainlessworks 1 7/8 inch stainless steel long tube headers going back to the Stainlessworks 3-inch Y-pipe. The Y-pipe's going to come together, go as a single piece back here, and split off again to another 3-inch Y-pipe going to the Stainlessworks Legend Series mufflers, which, yes, they're allowed. It also then goes back and exits the vehicle behind the passenger side rear tire. Right behind me is our 2021 F150 with the all-new Gen 5 Whipple Supercharger on there. We've also installed the 1 7/8 inch long tube headers from Stainlessworks with their off-road Y-pipe and their Legend Series Catback. We're going to fire it up. I've heard it's loud. Let's see. Looking at it from a different angle, as you can see with this particular system from Stainlessworks, it exits the passenger side of the vehicle behind the rear tire. We've got really nice stainless steel polished tips, which are 3.5 inch. I'm going to mention to you guys out there a few notes. This is a lowered truck. We're running a VAS-Fab 3.5 lowering kit, which lowers the truck quite a bit. So we did run into a couple of interference issues. One area on the leaf spring and also one place on the axle. So for you guys out there that do have lower trucks, we're going to recommend that you go the other system that Stainlessworks offers, which is their Lightning style one, which will exit the truck on the passenger side before the rear tire. So before we lower the truck down and fire it up, take a look at these beautiful Weld Ventura 6s. These are wrapped in a Mickey Thompson ET Street R 305/45/17. We're going to lower this thing down, let it sit for a second, fire it up, and give you guys a listen. We've got the Circle D converter. We've got the Stainlessworks long tube headers. We got the Stainlessworks Catback. We got the Weld Ventura 6s with the 305/45 Mickeys, but we've got something else. Aha! We got a 3.5-inch Whipple Supercharger pulley. We're going to give us some more boost. We're going to take it to the track and see what it can do. The last time I was out, 1187 at 117 miles an hour. I'm going to try and send it and bring us to the 10s. Let's do it.
Look at you.
F***ing A right. F***ing A right, goat.
Only took you 15 tries.
All right, so, and then there's a bolt that goes on the side here, and that does what?
Holds the truck in neutral so you can pop the cable off.
Got it, look at that. Interesting.
Then you disconnect the battery, then you put it in the air, pull the shafts.
You love pulling shafts, huh? Next, we pull the shaft. Not literally pull the shaft, but we're pulling the shafts.
Both shafts.
Both shafts. I'm your ribbon you're gonna pull.
Pull the rib.
Can you see me now?
Can I want those?
Too much restriction, can't see.
Can you see me now? Can you see me now? I can see you. I can see that bald ass head.
Hey.
Hey, hey, hey!
Okay guys, so we here with the little F150 and we're going to install the headers and the transmission for the Circle D Specialties.
No! No! No, 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 no! Pipe and their Legend Series Catback. We're gonna fire it up. I have not heard it. I've heard it's loud. Let's see. And it's not starting.
Because the hood's open.
Is it because the hood's open? Yeah. Mother.
God.
All right, well you can just cut that back in, you know, do your little magic. Work. How you do?
How was that though? That sound like that's cool?
Yeah, except for the truck not starting, it was great.
All right, perfect. Let's hear it. It's just loud, dude. Really loud. Man, it looks good too. All right.
Okay.
All right, looking at it. So looking at it from a different angle, you can see here that the Stainlessworks truck, cars, trucks, beans. Take 1,000. You f***ing keep looking at your watch. Are you timing me, you f***?
I got a fucking text message.
Do
Do you know what technology is?
Bob, the Goya is on the stove, Pobs. The beans are on the stove, Bob. They're ready. Can you please steam the rice?
You want the refried beans?
Okay. All right. As you guys can see from a different angle, this particular system that we're running from Stainlessworks exits the truck behind the passenger tire on the rear of the vehicle.
Really?
Passenger.
The exhaust comes out the rear of the vehicle?
Yeah.